Hi everyone, it's Aneesa. Welcome to our channel, Offbeat Life. We'd love it if you'd stay and subscribe. Today, I'm going to be going through sharing with you my quarantine routine. I normally start off my day with my alarm going off at 5:30. I typically don't actually get out of bed until 5:45. I then throw on my yoga gear and have a little bit of water, brush my teeth, and then come down here into my office, which now is doubling as my at-home yoga studio. I'm really lucky with the yoga studio that I normally go to when we're outside of quarantine times. I normally would go to the studio, the physical studio, to do my practice at 6 a.m. for the first class of the day. But my yoga studio at the moment is offering Zoom classes, so I'm able to log into a 6 a.m. class and just do the class in here at my home office. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So once I finish my yoga practice, I will then get ready for the day. So I'll shower and change. And what I try to do is make sure that I'm not wearing my pajamas or my workout gear for the rest of the day. I do try to actually get dressed. Now, I'm not going to get dressed into like uncomfortable clothes or anything like that. So I will still wear some version of lounge clothes, but it will be just a little bit more comfortable. So like this is a long sleeve t-shirt and I'm just wearing some lounge pants. You can't see them now, but my lounge pants are nicer than something I would normally wear to sleep or something like that. So yeah, I just feel a little bit more like put together and ready for the day. So then I come down and have something to eat because I've already done my workout, so I do want a little bit of nourishment, but I'm not a person that wants like a heavy breakfast in the morning. I'm not typically like super hungry in the morning, so I will have like a really basic green smoothie. So this one just has some kale in it with water, some lemon juice, and that's literally it. Like I didn't even put any frozen fruit into here, but you could certainly do that. I just like to down it real quick and have it done, and starting my day off with greens is a great thing to do. I used to start my day off with a lot of juices, but since in the last few months, I've actually switched that over to having smoothies, just trying to, play with things and see how I feel with having a little bit more of that fiber to start my day. And then I also have, right now I have a piece of fruit, so it would be an orange. If berries were in season, I might have some fresh berries, or I might do a mix of like chopped banana and blueberries if the blueberries were around. But oranges right now are abundant, so I'm having a really lovely orange. So I've just finished having my breakfast, which you saw before, which was my smoothie and my orange. And now I've come down into my office, so my home office again. I've got my liter of water here that I want to get through at some point for the day. And I'm now going to start working on my laptop, just doing my job, like my regular job. So I think it's really important, just a couple of things in terms of like setup for your home office or when you're working from home, especially right now during quarantine. I think it's really important to have a separate workspace, separate from the rest of the space that you normally are inhabiting for the rest of the day. Now, I know that not everyone is fortunate enough to have an office. If you do happen to have an office, then certainly I find it really helpful to actually have a desk and a chair, and I'm actually sitting here working and I feel like, okay, work is happening in this space. If you don't have the opportunity to have an office, then if you have an area in your house that you might be able to designate, or your condo or your apartment to designate to work. So maybe that is your dining table, your kitchen table, an area on the counter in your kitchen, wherever it is, like having a separate space that is separate from the rest of your regular living environment, I think is really helpful, especially during these times when we're literally at home like 24 hours a day. I think it's really helpful to have that one separate space, that this is my productive space. And so for me, this is what that looks like. So I'm going to be working for the rest of the morning, and I'm going to break around 12. That's when I get ready to have lunch. And I also find it really helpful to have my meals planned, and not necessarily planned in terms of what I'm going to eat, but having my meal times planned. So I know I'm eating my breakfast, my smoothie and my fruit, around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. And I know that I'm going to be having my lunch around 12, and then I'll have my dinner around 6. So let me get working, and I will break back and meet up with you when I am ready for lunch. Okay, so it's just a little bit after 12 o'clock. I have broken away from my office to take a break for lunch. What I like to do is make sure that I actually do leave my office and I come and I eat my meal separate from my workspace. So I think that's a really great idea. So again, it gives you that feeling of separation. You're feeling like you're actually having a break. So here I'm just going to have some kale that I've made, as well as half of a sandwich. I might go and top up my kale salad for a little bit more later after I finish this plate. So I'm going to tuck in right now. I do take usually about 30 to 45 minutes to make my lunch and then actually enjoy my lunch before I go back down to my office to continue for the rest of the afternoon. So I'm going to get into this, and you'll join me when I finish. Okay, so now we finished our workday. We usually log off around 4:30 or 5, and then we get suited up and we go for a nice walk to kind of just give us a separation from the workday to our evening time. So typically our walk is around an hour, maybe a little less than an hour, but we always try to do 5K, right?
Yeah, that's the usual thing. We have a little loop, a few different loops actually. Yeah. She likes the same loop. I like to go different loops. You know,
I like
5K.
the consistency, you know?
5K is solid pace.
Yeah. So we find that that's really helpful because it gets us, we've been sitting for, several hours in our chairs, working on our laptops. So it gives us an opportunity to kind of loosen up a little bit, get some fresh air. Even when it's a bit colder, we will still do it.
Get some sun.
Yeah,
it's all about that vitamin D.
Yeah, right now is a beautiful sunny day, so we're really enjoying this. Yeah, so we'll continue with our walk, and when we get home, we will shower and switch into our evening loungewear clothes, possibly pajamas, we don't know. And then we'll have our dinner usually around between 6 and 7, and we'll kind of, settle into a show. What show will we watch tonight, maybe?
Finish off Money Heist, I guess.
Yeah, we're really loving Money Heist.
That's our jam.
Yeah.
Money Heist.
So yeah.
Feel a real connection to that show. Talk about that other day.
Yeah. Well, the connection because of Spain. We don't want people to think we're some kind of revolutionary people.
Fair enough.
We love Spain. We love Spain. So
we love Spain, and yeah, for sure. Definitely, we bring back memories and good feels.
Yeah.
But we don't condone robbing banks and things of that nature.
Well, we don't want to give it away, right? So.
I mean, if you're watching Money Heist, if you don't know if it's about robbing banks, then
it's true.
We're not giving anything else away, but.
Yeah, so we find that this is a great transition into our evening. It kind of, again, gives us a break in the day to know we finished our work day, now we're going for our walk. So it really does make us kind of, get into the feeling of like evening and giving us that break. And one of the things I think we also find really helpful, both of us, is actually logging off of our laptop. So not keeping it on and kind of looking over at it throughout the evening. Just like, oh, I'll just check that one email. We just literally log it off, shut it down, and we leave it in our individual workspaces until the next morning when we get back to it. So that's it from us. I hope you guys enjoyed our little note on our quarantine routine, and yeah, we'll join you guys. We'll invite you guys to join us next time for what we're up to.
Yep, sounds good. Take care.
Sending you lots of love and light. Bye.